Hey, welcome back to Fitness Training Tips. It's the Kman here. I remember when I was younger, when I was training my father, and he was in his 70s, and he started doing personal training with me, which I was very excited by, and I thought, wow, I could really make a difference to my father and get him stronger and stronger. So what I used to do when he came into the personal training studio, for example, I had him on the leg press and we did dumbbell squats and dumbbell lunges, but on the leg press I started keep putting on weight and I got him stronger and stronger and stronger. And this continued for quite some time. Then he actually stopped coming to see me. And I said to him after a while, I says, Dad, you keep cancelling and you don't seem to be wanting to come back to the studio to continue personal training. Why is that? He says, well, Kerry, when you first started training me, you shared with me that me training with you would add quality to my life. But I haven't found that the case. And I said, why is that? And he shared with me that every time I train with you, I can barely walk for 3 to 4 days. I can barely get off the toilet or get out of bed because my legs are sore, my glutes are sore and everything's sore. And a big light bulb went off and I thought, wow, he asked for quality of life, and what I'm doing, I'm training him like I train me, where I want to train to get really strong, and I measured my training session by how sore I was after the day after, or how many days I couldn't get off the toilet because my legs were so sore. I was training him based on what my measurement of strength should be. But by training him that way, that actually decreased his quality of life. And he said, my quality of life has gone downhill. I like to go gardening every day. I like to play golf 4 to 5 times a week. And when I train with you, there's 3 or 4 days I can't do anything because I'm so sore. And that light bulb says, okay, now I understand that it's important to find out how your clients measure strength and how it will benefit and add quality to their life. So I want to quickly discuss what I call optimal strength. And my definition of optimal strength is the level of strength that you get to, or your clients get to, where any further increases in strength beyond that will not add any quality to life to their life, or won't add to their performance if they're training for a sport, for example. For example, how strong does someone really need to be to play tennis or elite tennis? Do they need to be the world powerlifting champion? Do they need to bench press 300 kilos or 300 pound or however you measure it? Of course not. They need to be strong enough to hit the tennis ball maximal capacity with accuracy, naturally. How strong does someone need to be to do the gardening or to play golf? So what's important, what I've learned, and I'm going to share with you, is be careful that when you train people, it's not about getting stronger and stronger. You need to make them strong enough to do the things they want to do with the ease in which they like to do them at. And it's so easy when I was younger, full of testosterone and ego and wanted to get stronger like Superman, that I would pass those guys on to my clients, whereas actually ended up pushing them so far they pushed them off the edge and they never came back. Fortunately for my father, he did come back, and what I did is I brought all the weights down, increased the repetitions, didn't train into anywhere near as close to fatigue, and I maintained a good level of quality of life strength so he could still do his gardening with ease without getting injured, and still plays golf with a pain-free range without feeling too sore or fatigued. So the message to you is, when you work with your clients, find out how strong they like to be and why, and how they measure that in the way that is important to them, whether it be measurement in speed on the track if you're an athlete, or if you're playing football, or if you're a retiree or mature and motivated, whether it be working around a pain-free range while doing your gardening or playing lawn bowls or playing golf. It's important to find out what is strength for them and what is optimal strength for them, and be careful that any further gains in strength beyond that level of optimal strength will not add to their performance or their quality of life. So what you're basically doing is pushing them into a range of intensity and load that is of no benefit, but all it is doing is actually draining them, making them tired, making them sore, and also wasting their time and their effort. So therefore that time could probably be best used directed towards something else. It might be flexibility, or might be agility, it might be cardiovascular, or might be working that time in other areas of their life. So optimal strength, find out what is optimal strength. Not to you, you probably already know that, but to your client, and it will be different and measured in different ways for each individual. Find out what would be perfect optimal strength, or the ideal would it be able to garden using picking up boxes in your workplace, in your home place, in your sporting place, how would it measurement, how would you measure it, and then say, okay, once we achieve that, any further gains in that would just be a waste of energy and may actually increase the chances of injury or chances of them not coming back. So find what that is for each individual client, train them according to that, but make sure that you push them, but don't push them over the edge. See you next time in Fitness Training Tips.